We are talking about how to bird-proof your life. And to give you the answer to that question, I'm going to teach you a Hebrew word. It's the word Shema. So the word Shema means to hear, but it doesn't just mean to hear. It means to hear and to obey. Because according to the Bible, if you hear biblical teaching, but you don't obey it, then you haven't really heard it. In fact, in Luke chapter 8, verse 18, Jesus says, "Therefore consider carefully how you listen. For whoever has, to him more will be given, and whoever does not have, even what he seems to have, will be taken away from him." When you come to church, Jesus says you need to consider carefully how you're going to listen to what is said. When you open up your Bible at home, Jesus says, carefully consider how you're going to listen. Because there are some of you who don't have anything and you're listening the wrong way, and even if you read these words, it's going to do nothing for you. But there are other ones who are prepared to hear what is spoken and prepared to obey what is spoken. And Jesus says to those people, even though you already have a ton of spiritual blessings, I'm going to give you a lot more. He who has will have more, and he who does not have will have even less. It's like the opposite of socialism in God's kingdom. And what we need to do is we need to make sure that we hear what God says and that we are prepared to obey regardless of how we feel about it. There are going to be times when you come to church and you hear Pastor Scott or Pastor Chris or me or whoever it is say something from the Bible that you don't like. There are going to be times when you're at home reading your Bible and you're going to come across a verse that sounds very, very difficult for you to obey, or maybe it'll even sound like something that shouldn't fit in 2024. And at that moment, there are a bunch of birds just kind of peeking through the window, getting ready to steal that seed from you unless you decide to take hold of it and to obey and to put it into practice.